Let me ask you about another mixed martial artist, one that I met because of you at your movement experience, and that's Michael Venom Page. We subsequently had him on London Real. The Venom. I stood next to him like this, and I thought, everyone who gets that stare down gets knocked out. We met at Ido Portal's movement experience, and I was just curious what you think you can learn from someone like that.
It's like, when you generate energy and you went, whoop, and snapped his hands. And I stood there like, what the heck?
I know you watched the episode, and the thing I said to him right away was, Michael, the way I watched the way he spoke with you, he was very respectful of you, very respectful, a young man. And I said, you are a true martial artist. So many fighters get into the fight game now, and they're fighters, they're not martial artists. And so when I see a man like him and his demeanor, and it just seems like someone who's willing to learn, I know you spent a week with him here in London at London Shoot Fighters. What was it like being with Michael? And what was that thing you saw in him that made you want to invest the time in him?
Well, first, Michael is a martial artist extraordinaire. From any layer, the respect and honor, the consistent bowing and respect to the mat, to the dojo, to the partner, to the opponent, to the teacher, to the master. Incredible, incredible young man. And then movement-wise, a coordination genius. A guy who can manipulate and coordinate and place the body in very, very intricate sequences without falling out of sequence and while keeping things fresh and moving the whole time. And I saw it in him, and a lot of people, have a lot to say about where he is in the fighting game, starting out basically, and the fact that he didn't fight the greatest opponent yet. Yeah, he's developing himself, and also he makes people look so bad. It's confusing. It's misleading because of his ability to do those things. So I think he has a very bright future in front of him. And I didn't even touch upon his work ethic, which is on a different level than most fighters and most people, even in the elite level. And Michael definitely brings in his work ethic, his rhythm, his timing, his distance, his playfulness. Everything is fun for him. He does not suffer through training. He treats it as a game. Oh, I caught you. Oh, you cannot catch me. That's constantly in his, it's something from his family, from who he is inside. It's not a show. It's not a show. He goes into the octagon and he's having fun. And that's why he's successful.
One thing he told me when I interviewed him was that he's watching the crowd, and sometimes he's watching his opponent's trainer, and he's just feeling everything that's going on, performing, drawing the energy. I honestly, I've never heard any fighter talk about fighting that way.
Yeah, he's doing it in a different way, in his way, hands down way.
Hands down.
And it speaks for itself. I saw him training, I saw him sparring numerous times over the last 2 weeks, and I definitely saw how he uses that approach to his advantage.
A good friend of mine says that while other people invest in companies, he likes to invest in people. And it seems like with Michael, you're really investing with him early on. And you're spending time now. I mean, he's not a UFC fighter. He's not going for the belt. Is that something that you're conscious of doing?
Yeah. I don't care about the size. I don't care about the money. I care about the movement and who. I care about my playmates, and my students. And I appreciated Michael for his movement, and now for the friend that he is, the person that he is, the student that he is. and it was a pleasure to work with him. Yeah, I don't want to let money lead me and then be a slave to that. You know, I want to be leading myself where I want to go. So many times some of my best students never paid me a dime.
To watch the full episode of my moving conversation with Ido Portal for free, go to londonrealacademy.com.